Hey everyone, it's Matt, and today I'm going to be talking about Star Citizen again, but I'm going to be having a really honest discussion on a very good question, which is, at this point in time, is Star Citizen worth it? And to put it a better way, Graham Beaumont asked me a question last week asking, Matt, is there enough content/fun value to shell out the $45, or do you need to pump more money into the game? And Graham, to both of those questions, I would say absolutely not. And there's a deeper discussion here though. And to kind of explain it, I really think that whether you should or shouldn't buy the game really depends on your expectation for what you want to get out of the game. And I'm going to explain it by kind of creating this scale of 1 to 10. 1 would be a player who's expecting this fully developed role-playing game in space where you level up your character and you're creating your ship hangar and you're doing missions and leveling up. The game will be there eventually, but it's not there at this point. And so for somebody going in with that kind of expectation, not going to meet their needs at all. I'd say middle of the ground at like maybe a 5 would be someone who they enjoy space simulators and they enjoy kind of the universe as it is and kind of seeing the textures and seeing the beauty in the universe. And I think that person could enjoy the game a little bit, but I think if they started doing the missions and they really understood the game, the missions would kind of get stale because they're very repetitive, honestly. So some enjoyment there, but it may not be what they really expected to begin with. I would say at number 10, the people who would get the most out of this game are the people who are willing to socialize and be part of an organization and get friends in the game and engage with them. Because I think at the alpha stage where it is right now, the most fun that you can have in Star Citizen is not just playing the single player components of it, which is just doing the missions and exploring the universe. It's really tagging up with friends and like piloting these multi-crew ships that are available. And some organizations even have like scheduled and organized ship battles of like fleets of ships versus fleets of ships, and that can be some of the most fun you can have in the game where it is right now. If we want to answer that question, then is it worth it? It kind of depends on what your expectation for the game is, and that's really important to figure out what you want to expect. Because right now, we're entering the holiday season. There are so many AAA title games like Hitman 2, Battlefield 5. All these games are coming out within the holiday season, and when you download them and when you play them, they are fully fledged, fully playable games. Unlike Star Citizen, which is kind of in this alpha state, which doesn't have all of its features yet. So another part of Graham's question was, do you need to pump more money into the game for it to be worth it? And again, no. And I would say, in my opinion, that also kind of makes it worse. Because if you think of Star Citizen like a racing game, it's like buying a Lamborghini, and when you start the game, instead of starting out with like the basic Honda Civic, you've already got a supercar in your garage and you can just beat everybody. So like, yeah, you have this great fancy ship, but then you kind of lose the fun that comes with improving your character and building up your hangar and improving your ships and stuff. You kind of lose that because you've already boosted yourself up to like with a better ship. So that's just my opinion. But no, because all ships will be available to be purchased with in-game currency once the game releases, there's no reason for you to dump hundreds of dollars into ships right now. It's not worth it. So that begs the question then, okay, if you're not going to play the game, then what should you do in the meantime? There's a lot of options that you can do. So it turns out if you create an account if you go to robertspaceindustries.com and you create an account, you can still like participate in the referral program. You can still refer people to the game as long as you've created your account. So you can start rolling that ball of moving down that progression ladder like I mentioned in the last video. And you can also spend this time to really research the game. I think that's the biggest part. If you understand more about the Star Citizen universe, you'll be much better off when you actually start playing, because there is a very, very, very steep learning curve for understanding all the different things that are in Star Citizen, the different ships, the different types of jobs that you can partake in, and the different options that are available. That takes a lot of understanding and a lot of time to look into and understand it all. So Right now, you don't really need the game, you can just start researching. And the other part that you can do if you don't have the game package, you can start looking for organizations. Like I mentioned before, organizations are really important for, I think, enjoying the game to its fullest. And so looking around now on the forums could be a great way to get into the game fully fledged when it comes out. And then the last thing you can do is watch some like high quality streamers. There's a lot of guys out there who have really, really well built computers that are streaming the game at 4K, so you can kind of experience the game as they do through their lens. One guy in particular, I'll link him in the description, is Zenthor, Xenthorx. He's got great quality videos and he does some streams sometimes as well. So if you want to see the game fully fledged and fully realized like it was meant to be with its high textures and stuff, that's the content that you want to watch. And other than that, that's all I have for this one. Again, if you have any questions about it, feel free to let me know, and I'll post more about updates that are coming soon. So for now, keep an eye out and have a good one. I'll see you guys soon.